Hey everyone, greetings from Arizona, specifically the Phoenix Valley. We thought that it would be kind of cool to talk about some of the things that are pros or cons to the Phoenix Valley versus the Midwest where we came from. So as you can see, I'm still dressed a little bit in cold weather style as I begin to adjust to life in the valley. What is exciting and what we would call a pro about Arizona? The weather. I mean, I'm standing outside with no coat on, there's no snow, and it's about 60 degrees, and it's still in February. That's a pretty awesome pro. What's a con about the Arizona Valley, the Phoenix Valley? The weather. In another couple months here, having lived here 3 times now, I know that it's going to become ridiculously hot. It's I think we set a record for 33 days in a row where it was over 100 degrees. That's pretty crazy. So summertime, the weather stinks, but back east, the weather sinks in the wintertime, and you're dealing with snow constantly, cold, wind chills. So it's a give and take, I guess. But we're happy right now. The really cool thing about the Phoenix Valley, to me anyways, is that you can be just about anywhere in any type of environment that you want to see that I can think of. You can be in Mexico in a couple hours as long as you have a passport. You can be down in the mountains, the southern mountains, and see what it's like to be in a mountain that's not up in the snow. Or you can go north and you can be in Flagstaff, and that's literally the Purple Mountains Majesty area of the country. So you're seeing the peaks and the snow. I think they've got 9 or 10 inches right now, at least. So that's kind of cool. You can go to Vegas. You can go see Hoover Dam. All these are very doable day drive trips that you can go spend the night and come on back. The camping opportunities here are crazy. You can camp on the rim. You can go up to the Grand Canyon. The access to the canyon in itself is amazing. There's lots of lakes up north. And then let's just throw in California. Wherever you want to go. You want to go to San Diego, LA, Sacramento. All those are doable drives or flights, depending on what you want to do and how you like to spend your time. So that for us has been a really big pro. And that's kind of why we're doing the channel, because we want to show people what this great state has to offer. Another con is the water supply that's around here, where we've got a lot of drought issues that happen. So we don't pay much for the water, but unfortunately we're starting to wonder how are we going to survive as a state. We canal our water down from the Colorado River, so that's kind of a big deal, and it's something that we're concerned about. It's the land. It's the Valley of the Sun. That's what it's called. So guess what? Solar energy. It's a great pro here. Alternative energy is amazing opportunities here. It's probably one of the few states that really can leverage both heat from the sun, to make electrical, and wind, because when there's not sun, there's definitely wind around here. A con is the sandstorms. We get these sandstorms that will literally blow across the valley, and it's pretty crazy when it happens. You have to stop your car and just wait it out if you happen to be driving. Speaking of driving, that's a con. There's no two ways about it. This is, I think, the 5th largest or 6th largest city in the country. And as such, it's grown beyond what it was planned to be, and traffic can be pretty painful. It is not as bad as LA, New York, or even Houston or Atlanta. I've been in all of those, and those were by far worse, but it's getting to that point, and it's caused some pollution. I can remember the first time I came out here telling my wife how amazing it was that you could be on 60 or the 10 and look and see mountains and the clear reds and oranges and all the colors of the mountains. And now some days you see the reds and oranges, but it's the smog. So there's some really cool opportunities here. Where else can I be in February and pick an orange from my backyard tree? That's pretty awesome. Getting to ride with my children. I'm right now in the process of teaching my 5-year-old how to ride his bike. I couldn't do that right now back east. And that's pretty cool to me, because if back February in the Great Lakes area, it's covered in snow. So the bike that he got would be sitting in the garage, and he would be asking me, when can I go ride? There's also a plethora of walking trails and biking trails and sidewalks. Where we were, not the case, so that's also very cool. Being able to go for family walks, nightly walks. The last one that I'm going to leave you with is the sunrises and the sunsets. Now, you got to get up early to catch the sunrises in the valley, because the sun comes up ridiculously early, especially as we head into the summertime. And it doesn't go down all that late. Back east, it could be 9:30, 10 o'clock in the middle of summer before the sun will set. Here, we're lucky if it sees past 8. And right now, it's usually about 6 o'clock, 6:30 at the latest. But you want to talk about some gorgeous sunsets? This is a place to see it, and with the backdrops of the mountains and just the shadow of the valley. The last one, sorry, I do have one more, is schools. And I'm going to call this a pro now, but it was a con the last time we were here, a definite con, and one of the reasons that we wanted to leave. Arizona schools have had some serious lag behind the national average. But honestly, we moved to Michigan into a school district that was in the top 10 in the state. My daughter was thriving there. She's in 5th grade. She came here. We were figuring she was going to coast. She's actually behind now. We've been gone for a little over a year. That's a huge improvement for Arizona, and my hat's off to them. So if you look online, you'll still see them as a con. Their schools they're not where they need to be, but it's definitely turning the corner, and Arizona is making a hard push to change that. That's all for now. Tune in for the next video, and as always, just take care.